So just go through that and just kind of pick photos that repeats. The one that you don't, yep, that's a nice photo.
Long sleeve, hat, gloves, probably.
Sam and Tricia Gabriel both escaped civil war in Liberia and spent time as refugees in the Ivory Coast, but only met several years after settling in Des Moines.
I was pretty young when the war started in Liberia. My life changed and I was refugee for a long period of time before we actually came to Iowa in 1997.
My few years of life in Africa was on the refugee camp. That life was more of not quite one bedroom, and there was multiple families living in one place. So it was a corner with mattress and blankets that we had to share as a space for our family.
The Genesis Football Club was formed in 2009 because Sam believes soccer could be a gateway to education, character building, and successful adult outcomes for immigrant youth from Africa.
There was a local tournament in the immigrant community that every time we go, we play game. These young boys would be around, but because they had nothing to do, by the time the game is over, sometimes there's fight. A lot of those boys were just high schoolers. I decided that it was gonna be better to maybe put down my soccer playing and maybe engage them. We decided to coach them, and that's how it all started.
It was important to Sam and Tricia that they create a safe space for youth to grow and thrive that they themselves did not always have growing up. They also wanted the people of Iowa to see the joy, substance, and potential of African youth who are navigating successfully through life here. Both their son, Marcus, and daughter, Anastasia, were born into this family mission. For Sam and Tricia, all the kids in Genesis are their kids. Uncle Sam and Aunt Tricia, to the youth of Genesis, they're much more than mentors and coaches.
I've stayed involved with Genesis because I've been involved since I was a kid. Plus, like, the relationship that I've built with Auntie Tricia and Uncle Sam is just like a great relationship, and they're great role models. I feel like if I didn't come back here, my decisions on college would have still been the same, of like not going. But when I got time to like sit down and talk to them, they just gave me pointers of why I should go to college and things that I could do.
With that success, Sam and Tricia's vision expanded to yield much more as the Genesis Youth Foundation. Dance and choir were added to the repertoire of programs, along with academic support and enrichment programs, as well as adult programming and the Ubuntu Academy Leadership Program. All of it as the gateway for opportunity and transformation.
All of it kind of is under the umbrella of bringing the best out of these kids and put them in a position to be very, very successful. So I think that's Sam's strength, as he sees those kind of visionary opportunities that exist with the kids as they grow older and can be a bigger part of society and be successful within society.
Tricia wholeheartedly supported Sam's calling to dedicate his full-time attention to Genesis instead of working in the more financially lucrative field of healthcare administration. Sam credits Tricia for every good thing in their lives as she stands behind, beside, and for her family while finding inspiration in Sam's noble vision and authentic passion. Together, they answered the calling and are galloping toward a divine destination.
I didn't realize that Genesis was my calling or my purpose until I graduated from college.
Our hopes were living the American dream so we can, expand our family. Here he comes with a calling. So I just remember thinking to myself, if it is the will of God, then let it be. And I said, if that's what you believe in your heart, go for it. And I will support you in that. And we've been going ever since.
That's how important her role is. She held on and allowed Sam to go on with what God has called him to do.
Whenever you see a leader that's willing to sacrifice for you, that tells you that guy's really invested. They sacrifice for the greater good. It's not about them, it's about their organization and what they see as their vision. So hats off to them.
For their strength, service, and sacrifice in the creation of the Genesis Youth Foundation that has energized a community and transformed the lives of immigrant families, Sam and Tricia Gabriel are recipients of the 2022 Immigrant Entrepreneur Leadership Award.